get recruited? I'm pretty sure you was stand out. You probably the biggest kid since.
Yeah. I was always one of the bigger kids, but with me, my freshman year of high school, we played a high school named North Charleston, Wilson, and had a good game. I was a freshman also, starting on defensive tackle also, and after the game, you shake hands and everything, and the coach asked me, he said, "Where you going to college?" And I said, "Coach, I'm a freshman." He said, "Damn, so I got 3 more years of you." So that was a funny moment. I kind of felt some type of way when he said like that. So went about business. So I think he had some recruits or something going to the University of Maryland, the Terrapins, that weekend. So by the time the game was Friday night, by the time Monday came, I went back to high school, and my coach had a letter for me from the Maryland Terrapins. And that was my first official letter saying, "Hey, we're interested in you. Keep up the good work." Back then, they didn't make an offer right off the bat like that. But it was just the fact is that my first official letter. I was a freshman. Yeah, I'm a freshman.
Yeah, you're on the radar.
Yeah, I'm on the radar my freshman year. So throughout the years, each year you got, hopefully I got a little better. And,
hold on, let me tell you how modest he is. Let me tell you. Very too modest. He just said, well, kind of the same kind of story. But my freshman year, I got a letter from the Terrapins saying we interested in you.
Well, I mean, it was true. That's what you did. But I couldn't sign. It was like I couldn't.
Yeah.
But the fact is that just the letter itself made me feel good.
Yes.
And each year I got more and more letters and everything. So by the time my senior year, I was pretty much just like, okay, I didn't know what direction I was going to go, what school, So and the same thing, didn't apply myself in my books also.
Back then, I don't know.
Yeah, back then it was more needed, but at the same time you still had to, do your ACT, SAT, all that. So here it is when it came time, I had to sit out a year.
Okay.
Once I decided to go to Clemson, and but it was a year of just transitioning from high school to college.
Okay.
So it was a good thing. I thought it was a bad thing, but it was a great thing for me. I knew I needed it.
Okay. So okay, that's I mean, because so what year this would have been?
My freshman year was '86.
So that's after so say no, see, I'm tripping because you had the what's that rule they made for Georgia? Was it Prop 48?
I was Prop 48.
Okay, no, but what's the rule they had? Okay, Prop 48 might have been the rule, but what's the name they had where they had the Georgia getting too many people and they got to put a hell of a thing?
Georgia,
but isn't that why they made Prop 48 because of Georgia?
I don't know about that.
I want to say this is Georgia had so many people on the roster. If you could somebody look that up. All you college guys look that up.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna say it was Georgia had so many guys that should not have been there, and they're like, "We gotta stop this." I think now was it 10? What was the rule? Like I might be saying it wrong. Like 10 guys that are officially not supposed to be here but can be here.
I ain't quite sure. I was just happy. I was one of them.
One of the ones making the head. Come on.
Yeah. So you get there. Okay. So what you could you go to?
Georgia Military.
And where's that?
Millersville, Georgia. Yeah.
It's outside of Savannah.
Middle of Georgia is by Macon.
Okay.
Yeah, middle of Georgia by Macon.
And so how was that experience? I know I heard I had two partners when I went to JUCO, and they say one thing about it, they messed up at JUCO. And they said when you go to JUCO, they say if you are not track minded, like why I'm here, you get lost in the sauce. Or just get lost, like, because it's a grind. He said this ain't no fancy college, it's a grind, and got to stay focused.
Yeah, for sure. I seen a lot of people, man. I remember my roommate, he was out of Atlanta. He was running back real good. I'm talking probably one of the best running backs I've seen at that point. And he fell victim. He fell victim, got kicked out. And I can remember it was a lot of times he would go out and party or go out and do this. And I'd be laying down, doing whatever I'm doing. He'd be like, come on. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't going. You got it. I'm like, nah, you got it. It looked like he used to have so much fun. But I was just like, nah, like, and then shortly after he got kicked out. So you see a lot of people, man, that is not focused or whatever the case may be, and they fell victim and get kicked out.
Now he got to see you on Saturdays, like that's my Georgia Military.
For sure.
So now, is Georgia Military, is it all boys school?
Nah. So it's a boys and girls in the dorms we stay in. The girls stayed on the first floor. But one thing about that, you better not step a pinky toe. You better not even look. If you look down that hallway wrong, you go.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about a man. I'm surprised you ain't should be on the side.
Oh man, they try everything. Yeah. Windows, everything. None of that was 80. Nah.
Okay. So how would you feel that you could do it again? Hindsight 2020. Would you keep your JUCO experience, or would you have rather just buckle down in the books in high school and just went straight to whatever college of your choice at that time?
I for sure would keep the JUCO experience. I like to say I went there, boy, not for man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. A lot there, for sure.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this is like a country area, like it ain't much to do around there.
Yeah, it ain't much to do there. More so, man, just the military aspect of it.
Okay. So you have like a uniform, like a real military school.
Uniform, shade, whole 9 yards. You got a formation. Because you got guys or people that's actually in the military. Yeah, you got, and that could be your roommate. That could be somebody that on the hallway or whatever the case may be. And they really care about it. They devoted to the military life.
Shit, because they know why y'all into. I think Georgia Military, I used to call it the breeding ground for SEC.
Yeah.
And all SEC coaches just send all their coaches there, most of their players there. So I think, I don't know the relationship with the coaches more, like they can keep an eye on them. That's why they do that. But
yeah, well, college coaches know when they get a player from Georgia Military, he's going to be disciplined.
Okay.
And he's going to, be in all that aspect. So that's why they love Georgia Military.
Okay. I thought it was just that they had the SEC built like 5 dormitory builds. Like, bro. He sent up the guys. Yeah, right. Probably do. Okay, so Mervin, your freshman year, you had to sit out. How was that? Because that probably was your first time not playing football in what? Probably 9. You probably stopped. You played football since 6th grade, probably.
No, I started in the 8th grade. I played 1 year JV, and my freshman year I wanted to go back to JV, but my coach he bamboozled us. He was a new coach, so he told all the guys that were planning on going back to JV, said, listen, if you don't play varsity, you can't play anything. So we were looking like, oh man, we can't, you're gonna have to play varsity. So now all my friends, Joe Lewis Green, Willie Taylor, Harvey Sweat, all of us say, okay, we got to play varsity. So we went up there, and it worked out for us because all of us that came from JV the varsity and started.
So y'all were just much better than the competition.
No, I would just say we did our part.
Hey, that's very you just went out here. You just went out here.
I think we did our part.
Because to be fair, I'm gonna tell you as a guy, I'm from Orangeburg, but I spent time shout out to Bowman too, because Bowman get mad, I'll give Bowman love. I spent my younger years in Bowman, older years in Orangeburg. But like, I'm gonna honestly say, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. It just, to me, it feels like when I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna say Santee, Hattee. I'm gonna call it the Low Country. All that right there. It seems like y'all have these gaps, and you can agree with me, of football talent. Like it seems like basketball is like a steady stream. Hey, football, you might go your era,
right?
Gap. You might hit something like 95, 96, gap. Until I'm putting you and Mike Williams in the same category. So now, tell me if I'm wrong, or just the big guys that are playing football. Because it seems like to me, it's like I'm gonna see 3, not generations, but 3 eras of great talented football players coming out of. I'm saying Holly Hill, Santee, Ellery. What that was the school, which is Holly Hill, Ellery, right?
It was back then. It was in Holly Hill Roberts.
Holly Roberts.
Yeah, because they have Holly Hill High School, then you have Roberts High School. So then they combined the two because the schools are maybe